Hey everybody, got a little surprise for you today. I wish this thing was mine, but it's not. It belongs to a buddy of mine. He wants me to get it running for him, so I figured it'd make a good video, or a few, and let's check it out. Alright, we got a little Honda three-wheeler. Not exactly sure what year it is yet. This is pretty much how it came. He's had it since his kids were little. His kids rode it around. It does need some work. It does not start at the moment. Right now, if you see, the engine is hitting the fender, or the fender's hitting the engine, one of the two. Pretty sure it's the fender hitting the engine. So it means the head's bent there a little bit. Maybe the forks, I'm not sure which one yet. Forks look straight though. So I'm thinking it's the head. Spark plug wire shot. We'll need a new one of those. Seat has no more cushion or upholstery on it. We'll need to see what he's going to do about that. Start and kill switch is pretty much toast. So missing a bolt there up the top of the fork head, the triple tree. But the good news is it turns over nice and easy. So we won't have to worry about that. We'll just have to worry about everything else to get it running. So he said about 5 years ago it ran when he parked it. So let's hope it doesn't take much more to get it running. Alrighty, well, let me get it up in the air and take a look at it, and we'll see what we got. Be back soon. Hey guys, we're back. We're with the little Trike, and let's see here. Got the pull start off of it, and if you look in here, it's an old style point type. There's the well, see, there's the coil right there. And if you look over here, I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Let me see if I can get a better view here. You see right in there, those are a set of points. So when I first started messing around with this, we had no spark whatsoever. So what I did is I took off the pull starter. Here it is here. It's in pretty good shape. I don't have to mess with that any. Took off the engagement mechanism for the pull start. That goes, you know, basically in there like that. When you pull it, these little fingers come out, engage into this, and turn over this. That's how that setup there works. So what I did is I took that off. I checked the points. They were opening, but I couldn't see if they were clean or not, so I ran a file in there, cleaned them up a little bit, came over here, and I kind of reassembled the spark plug wire best as I could. Cleaned up and refiled the spark plug as well. Sprayed a little ether into the air box here, and turned it over with my drill. And after a couple of revolutions, sure enough, it fired right up. See if we can't maybe demonstrate that for you. I got to find out where the air comes in at. Not sure actually. There's a little grommet way back in here, so the air comes in somewhere inside of here. But the fuel lines are completely rotted. Here's the upper and the lower fuel line. They are totally rotted. This one here is the overflow. There wasn't a line on that one, and by the amount of dirt on it, it looks like it hasn't had one in a while. But yeah, we got to get some new lines for it. I think I'm going to rebuild the carburetor. I'm not holding my faith in that carburetor being good, but that's if I can get a kit for it, that's not a big deal. But I can't actually see where the intake is without taking that box back apart. Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't have this tightened yet. Let's just do this. Almost out of ether here. I've been using this on a couple of bikes, so get a couple of good swirls in there. No, not quite that time. Try it with a little bit of choke. This is a little difficult to do one-handed. go. Alright, there it is. It's running. So anyway, we got to work on the carburetor a little bit, get it to run on its own fuel. This dust and dirt right here, all of this there came out of here. So the tank's got a bunch of crap in it, but it's not, thankfully it was empty when they parked it, so the crap that's in the tank has nothing to do with rotten fuel, which is a relief. So I got to replace these fuel lines. These things are rotten. I mean, that one tore as I was taking the tank out. So yeah, it's in some new fuel lines. Looks like somebody tried to repair this one with some electrical tape. Yeah, that was good. So we'll get some fuel lines for that. I'll look into getting a carburetor kit here. I'm still not sure the year. There's the VIN number. If anyone knows how to decipher the VIN and can give me a clue. I'm thinking this 70 might be for a 1970. It about fits the right vintage. And then I still got to take the head bearings off and then see why the fender is colliding with the motor. I don't see much of a bend here in the frame. Whoops, let's get you where you can see it. Bend here in the frame. I don't see a bend here either. Nothing significant to say this should be, would be messing this up. So maybe it's just the bearings. I don't know. So we're going to look into that. We're going to try to find out. But anyway, this is going to conclude part 1. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, comments, please feel free to ask and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you much. Alright, hey guys. Yeah, I couldn't resist. I had to do something more. Anyway, still had some daylight left. There we go, and I'm not so washed out anymore. Still had some daylight left. Still have some. It's nice that loving the summertime. But, yeah, I kind of wandered into the neck bearings, and let's see here. Alright. There's the neck off of it. There's the motor down there. I cleaned off the top of the motor a little bit. I don't know if you can see this too well, but there's the bearing race for the top, and it's pitted. Looks like rust pits. It's not in the best of shape. Probably gonna reuse it. I'll leave that up to the owner. If he buys a new bearing, then hopefully we'll get a new upper race. If not, no big deal. The race in the neck here, it's not too bad. A little pitting, but better than the other. As well as that one there. It's kind of a pain to clean because gravity and all, but hey, it is what it is. I got it cleaner than it was. I still need to do a little more in there. But here's the wheel assembly. The problem with this is, it's not rolling. So wheel bearings are froze up on the wheel. Come on now, stand up. There we go. So yeah, the wheel bearings are froze up in there. So it'll need a new set of front wheel bearings. I'll see what the owner wants to do about the neck bearings. But all in all, we're getting a little closer and closer to being a three-wheeler again. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the routine.